this evening I'm having a lot of fun with some fun Catholic stuff. Pope John Paul going to Warsaw in 1979. Let's have some fun. All right, so I'll give you the overview of the whole story a little bit as I understand it. It's pretty cool. It's semi-political and just it's fun. So John Paul II is elected in, I think it's October of 1978, and he goes on a couple small trips. But the first trip, big trip, he goes, the first really significant historic trip is back to Poland, where he's from, and he lands in his Alitalia 727, and he like kisses the ground when he gets off the plane, and it's just very like there's like playing footsie with the communists and stuff, because Poland's a communist country at this time. You know, can we somehow try to get out of letting the Pope come? The picture you're looking at right now is from the presidential proclamation from the U.S. Around the 40th anniversary. So I can't tell if that's the. He was in Poland for like 9 days, and there's a pretty impactful 250,000 person mass in Victory Square where he gives a homily that's historic. And then there's I think another mass with 2 to 3 million people, which could be the one we're looking at there. It looks a little different. I think that might be the bigger one. But anyhow, you know, the big thing is like, you know, he's from there. I don't want to try and mess up his original name, Karl Wojtyła. I always get that wrong. I love when people say it right though. Karl Wojtyła. Anyway, Pope John Paul II. So he he gives this homily. It's apparently a handwritten 2,300 word, very sort of subtle call to action to the Polish people to be free, and of course about the role of Christ. All right, so I'll go to the this article this is my favorite article, I think, of all the ones I was reading as far as just simplicity, and it has a really cool image. I don't know where they got this one from, but it's really, the Pope is right there at the bottom of the cross. You can't see him too well, but he's there. That's how many people. I think this is the Victory Square with 250,000 people. Yeah. So, I mean, the main thing is there's this chant that erupts in the crowd, which is not as it's roughly loosely translated as "We want God, we want God," and I think what's really cool is at the end or whatever, they asked, is it in this article? Well, maybe not. They asked, I thought it was in that one. They asked, oops. Let's go back over there. They asked the Pope, how did he impact the fall of communism with this talk? And he said something like, the tree was already rotten. I just gave it a little shake, which is kind of perfect and very cool. There's other stuff on the internet doesn't agree with this version of the story at all. But it looks like, at least the Catholic consensus is this was really impactful, right? So, anyway, that's fun Catholic stuff, like the role of the Pope and, the decline of the Cold War. He also says, I wish I could pull it, I don't know which website it was on, but it was something about how you just can't stop the message of the Catholic Church. You can try, but there's no latitude. Or he talks about different lands in the world, and about how it just can't be stopped. So good luck. I love that. Very, very polite, in your face evangelization of the church. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day. God bless.